proteoglycan complex. It's a principal component in cartilage. So we have a lot of cartilage structures. Some soft tissues like the nose and the ear have some flesh to them, but underneath there's kind of support of cartilage in the knees, all over the place we've got cartilage. So what is it? It's a mixture of protein and one of these structural carbohydrates, or several of them actually. And the backbone of it is this one called hyaluronic acid. It's this one here. So imagine a long polymer made out of this disaccharide, repeating, with its negative charge because of the carboxylic acid. So you take a long strand of that and start sticking protein branches off of it. And the protein branches have other structural polysaccharides attached, chondroitin sulfate and keratin sulfate. So let's take a picture of this and see. So here's the hyaluronic acid polysaccharide backbone, and then zero in on one part of that. Here's the hyaluronic acid. These parts coming off here are proteins. This is a so-called link protein and core protein, and the protein has covalently bound polysaccharides of different sort. This is where you have the keratin sulfate in blue and the chondroitin sulfate in this brick color attached to this protein. So protein, link protein, bushy little structural polysaccharides, and this whole core is a long polysaccharide. Under an atomic force microscope, got a picture here of just one of these branches. One of these guys coming off here looks like this. And so you can imagine like a pine tree branch or something with these coming out, fir tree, it's just all over the place. And each one of these units, like, has a negative charge, heavily ionically charged. This thing absorbs water like a sponge because of the charge dipole interaction with what the negative charges love to be hydrated. So this is just all, looks like a sponge, all squishy with water. And at a macro physical level, this stuff is like a sponge. You can compress it, and water squeezes out, relieve the pressure, water comes back in. That makes these kinds of structures very soft and flexible and squishy on the macro level. Okay, so when you look at cartilage, it's a combination of what we just saw in that last slide linked to the protein of collagen. We'll talk about the structure of collagen in a protein lecture later on, but this is just one part of it. This links up, sticking electrostatically to collagen proteins, and this builds things like our tendons and other structures.